Hello everybody! So we're doing the same thing that we did over the last couple of weeks, and we are doing our official podcast for our people listening on Spotify, Deezer, etc., even our website. We are also doing another video showing the people on YouTube how we do our podcasts, and the YouTube is completely unedited.
Yeah, literally, when Brady started this, I was finishing eating a sweet, and we can edit out any chewing sounds on the podcast, but we definitely can't do that for YouTube. Sorry.
No. So this week we're going to talk about daily life really in a motorhome and what we do on a day-to-day basis. We get asked a lot of questions about cooking and general cleanliness for ourselves in the van, so we thought we'd kind of go through what we do and how we make a day in a life of a motorhome work.
Yeah, absolutely. And our life is incredibly different from how it used to be in terms of the daily life, and your daily routine and daily struggle. And so we wrote down some notes actually at first, and they were kind of aspirational notes, weren't they? It's like, well, we get up at 7, we go for a run, and it's like, well, hang on, like, do we actually do that?
Let's be proper honest about what our actual day-to-day life is. We don't want to kind of sugarcoat it. We're going to give you the straight up version of what we do, our aims of what we want our day-to-day life to be compared to how they actually are. For instance, people on YouTube, cheers, and people on our podcast, we're currently having some beer, which is generally a day-to-day thing for us.
No, well, it's not like a Tuesday morning. This is Saturday afternoon now, we should say. So obviously, the podcast is supposed to go out on Saturday. We keep falling behind with it simply because we have Marvin and Molly, and we're working in the UK, and there's more lockdowns coming, and it's just so hectic again that we can't wait to get back out to Europe.
Yeah, 100%. I think since we've been back, we have been very chaotic with work. During COVID, we started a brand new business, and that has taken over quite a lot, hasn't it? Our sole focus at the moment is to get that nailed and to promote it. We're working on advertising and general posts and getting our client list higher and bigger. So a lot of our effort at the moment is on that. But we don't want to let you guys down. We really enjoy doing these podcasts. We like putting this content out there. The following is getting bigger and bigger. We've pretty much hit 12,000 downloads, which is unbelievable.
Mate, we love you guys' messages. The messages that we're getting on YouTube is cool because we're not really promoting this YouTube. We get a lot of emails through the website as well, which is awesome, and obviously through Instagram. But like Brady says, the main focus at the moment is the business. We have to earn money to be able to travel. That's actually one of the big questions that we get, and that's what we did our last podcast episode on. But if you're looking at this, parkfiresafety.co.uk, that's our business. So if you run a holiday park or touring park and need some expert fire safety advice, then
fire extinguishers,
then you know where to go. No, only joking. No, well, honestly, do use us, but I'm joking as in to promote it that much. But yeah, what's our typical day look like? What time do we start, Brady?
So you're a morning riser, I'm not a morning riser. But our day, we are up and out of bed by 8 o'clock, without a doubt, every morning. One, because Pete wakes up about 6, 7 o'clock anyway. And 2, because we have a puppy called Marvin who is mental. And he wakes up at bang on 8 o'clock, if not earlier, every single day. Yeah,
absolutely. I want to get up and I want to get out and start work and get stuff done. And you're quite heavy sleeping. Yeah. So 8 o'clock is kind of our cut off, is what time we get up. But it never used to be this way. Like, just to draw comparison, I used to do that thing where I'd say, like, hashtag working 5 till 9.
Yeah.
Because I get up at 4:30 in the morning to get a flight into London or up to Manchester. And even you'd get up at 6:30 to get the bus into Taunton to work at Clark's. So, yeah, I mean, we used to get up a lot earlier, and it's such a luxury that we have that we can literally lie in bed till 8 in the morning.
Yeah, I like what you said then, though, because we used to have to get up to do work, whereas now we're closer to work because we work in our home. We work in our van, so we don't have to get up to go commuting. We don't have to get up to have to get into work. You have to get out of bed to get into work.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think that's a really great point. like we're normally already at work.
Yeah.
Because we moved the office to the workplace, and so we don't have that commute. And the commute is hell, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what it was like for you, but for me, it was just...
Trying to get into Taunton at 8 o'clock in the morning on a bus. Oh, that was horrid.
Mate, what are you even talking about? Try and get a flight into London and then hop on the DLR, get into, like, the middle of the tube. And, like, at that time in the morning, honestly, sometimes you couldn't even get down the escalator on the tube to just stand in this crowded mass of people.
So yeah,
I don't know what it's like now with COVID times.
I was going to say, anybody listening, if you have a more hectic morning than what we said, send us an email. We'd love to hear it.
Yeah, no, it'd make us feel much better about our lives.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, like, so, and that had its problems as well when we got up, because we suddenly found that we had all this time in the morning, so we had time to eat a healthy breakfast.
Yeah.
Like sausages and bacon and eggs and
basically a full English.
Yeah, and it was kind of like, oh, every day, man, that's not going to do well for you. Like, we'd never normally do that. You'd normally grab like a bowl of cereal
or like one of those little Ryvita morning breakfast bars that you to get up and go with, because you wouldn't have the time to actually make yourself breakfast. Like, I remember we talk about this.
Yeah, I know the ones that you mean.
Yeah, they're really good. But we chat about this quite a lot, and it's like, you look at all the films back in the day, and you come down in the morning, sit there with your paper and have some bacon, and
yeah, what happened to that?
That's just gone out the window now.
Like, those were like those old-fashioned postcards, weren't they? You know, from like those what was it, like 20 years ago?
Yeah.
100? No.
100 years ago.
But you think it was like literally like last century or something,
Yeah.
but I don't even think it was that long ago.
60s.
And there's some bloke sat there in his suit, and the wife is cooking in the pinny. I'm not saying that's the right way to do it, by the way, but he looks happy.
Yeah,
And
she looks happy too.
He's got his newspaper, like he's eating his eggs in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, who even buys newspapers now? Like, who gets the time to do that?
That's so true. So yeah, we do have that luxury in the morning to be able to have time, but one of the things about having the extra time is it runs away with you.
Yeah.
It's like this morning we were up at 7:30, 7:45, we were out, we didn't actually sit down and start working until 11 o'clock. So that's like 3 hours worth of time that just gets sucked up with tidying and doing the dishes from the morning and sorting the dogs out and wiping the floor again, and then 3 hours have gone and you're like, oh.
But we're probably preaching to the converted here. Converted, preaching to the choir?
Preaching to the choir.
Preaching to the choir, yeah, because everybody's now working from home, aren't they, because of COVID lockdown.
Very true.
So, because they're all working from home, like, you know this, if you're watching this now, and you're working from home, get back to work, you should be working. No, I'm joking. but that is probably what's happening. Like, people, it's so easy to get distracted when you work from home. Particularly at first, it's really tough to be able to do it.
Yeah, they started this thing now, haven't they, for the pubs? You can go in and sit in the pub and have unlimited tea and coffee and sandwiches just to get yourself out of the house.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No, it sounds good. Sounds good. Tidy in the van, sweep 10 times a day. Yeah, that is totally true. But it's not necessarily us, it's two dogs.
Yeah.
Like, if you're just a couple and you're going to go on van life, or if you're on your own and you're going to do it, you probably don't have to sweep that much. But the dogs didn't get the memo.
No.
And when it's pouring down outside and it's muddy in the winter...
Especially now
my
autumn's
God.
coming and all the leaves are falling off the trees. I swear we have more leaves in here than on the trees at the moment. But no, so yeah, the majority of our day is tidying the van. You can't not. We have a 13-year-old Labrador who molts like there's no tomorrow. We have a tiny little puppy who rips the stuffing out of its teddy no matter how many times we restuff it. And you're just constantly sweeping up, brushing everything out of the way, getting dishes done, feeding the dogs. There's always something to keep tidy no matter how much you tidy it.
Yeah, and I think compare that to living in a house. Like, in a house you normally have the utility room, so you take the dogs out for a walk, you come back, they're all muddy, and you put them in the utility room. Hashtag first world problems.
Yeah, right.
But, well, we don't have a utility room. Like, you open the door and they're in the lounge. So the first thing that we got rid of was the carpets.
Yeah, oh god.
Like, the motorhome came with carpets. They were never going to last. Like, there was no point even trying to save them and put them in the back. Sorry, that was terrible of me, wasn't it? There's no planning went on there. That'll have to be edited out the podcast. But yeah, so the first thing to go was the carpets. Like, there was no way we were going to save them.
No.
And there's no point in like rolling them up and keeping them in the motorhome just to be taken up. Unnecessary space, really.
100%. And it is, one of them moments where it's really nice to have them down because they're beautiful and it does make it quite warm and cozy, but to make your day-to-day life easier in the motorhome rather than having to hoover a million times, which wouldn't necessarily work in the motorhome because you can't always charge it. We have a cordless Dyson and you can only charge it when you're hooked up. Other than that, you literally use a dustpan and brush. So yeah, save a lot of time, get rid of those carpets, and you get more time for your day in the motorhome.
Yeah, the Dyson actually takes up a fair bit of room.
Yeah.
If anyone's got any recommendations on like small hoovers that you can charge off a USB port,
Oh,
I
that
don't
would be
know.
awesome.
They invented those
Probably somewhere out there.
because it doesn't need to be as powerful as a Dyson. It just needs to pick up bits.
Not gonna lie though, a dustpan and brush does work a little bit easier.
Does it? Should we just get rid of the hoover?
Maybe.
All right. Yeah, so our day then in terms of work, one of the things that we try to do a lot is sort of social media. We are terrible with it. Like, we're recording this on Saturday.
Yeah.
Life just gets in the way. The Shampers and Campers thing for us, it's, you know, we love it, but it's not a business. Like, it doesn't earn us any money. We're just trying to spread
the word.
spread a positive message. That's what you get for drinking beer while doing a podcast. That's what happens. But they get away with it on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Whatever. That's Joe Rogan though, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not Joe Rogan.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, no one's going to buy our podcast for $80 million or £80 million, isn't it? No one's going to do that.
That's mad.
But we just wanted to share a positive message, you know, about, I don't know, an easier way to live your life. So we're not on social media all the time. We don't sit and post stories every day about our lives. Like we try to, and we want to share stuff that's positive, but I don't know,
we tend to do stuff,
constantly.
it sounds really bad, but when something really exciting is happening. Like at the moment this weekend we are on a little CL just outside our hometown, and we're not going in to see people or go out to do anything because we have so much work on at the moment. So if we were putting stuff on our Instagram right now, it would be like, it is blowing an absolute gale outside and we're stuck in the motorhome getting a lot of work done. So we want to keep that positive message up and out there and be like, right, we're going out for a walk or we're doing this today. There are some days where you do get that beautiful day. Even when it's raining, it's still really lovely to go outside. There's other days where you have so much work backing up that you just need to shut yourself in and just get on with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd agree with that.
Yeah. But kind of going back to like the social media side, something that we are really trying to keep on top of at the moment is the LinkedIn with Park Fire Safety. Like we said earlier, we're really trying to promote that. So every single day we are posting something on that. We're tinkering with the website, trying to get that, the keywords and things like that. So
SEO and optimised.
SEO, which is amazing because over the last couple of weeks it's gone from page like 10 to page 1, which is awesome.
Yeah, we went to number 1 for Park Fire Safety. Yeah. Admittedly, that's the name of our company, so you'd like to think it would do, but
that's true.
I don't know. Yeah, no, that was a pretty big achievement. We were quite happy with that.
Yeah, so it's nice. It is really nice to be able to do that. But something that I did kind of want to talk about was our day-to-day life in the UK versus our day-to-day life when we were abroad. Because they are very different.
Yeah, abroad was good.
Abroad was a lot better. I think when you're in the UK running a business and you're close to friends and family, there's a lot of pressure to have to be in 2 places at once because you know you have to get the work done whether you're on site or doing the write-up, but at the same time you haven't seen your friends and family for a couple months, so you know that you have to go and make the effort to go and see them as well. When you're abroad, you just have your sole focus on what you're going to do during the day. That's it. So we would wake up, and it would be that idyllic world where you'd wake up in the morning and you'd wake up in the morning and you would be able to get up at 7:30, 7 o'clock because it would be brighter, it would be lighter, it would be lovely. You could go out for that run, you could make the most of the day and you could really enjoy it. Whereas sometimes when you're in the UK, stuff can get on top of you a little bit and it can become a little bit harder to make the most and maximise your day.
Yeah, I agree. And it's so easy to let these things get on top of you and then let all the other stuff slip, isn't it? Like diet, like exercise. Yeah, all of these things get so much more difficult when you're running out of time.
It's like that thing, you're only human. You can only really have your full concentration on one thing at a time. If you spread yourself too thin, everything will fail. Whereas if you have one sole focus and sole goal, you will smash that out the park. Things are gonna for on the wayside because of that. And at the moment, like we said, the business is our main drive, our main goal. So unfortunately, stuff like Instagram is falling on the wayside, and our diet at the moment, admittedly today we've got a kick-ass meal, which I'm super excited about.
Are you going to tell them?
We're having Christmas today.
We're having a Christmas dinner, right? Because it's a really depressing time, isn't it? Like, Wales is just locked down again. We've got friends in Wales. You know, what a nightmare. Like, my grandparents are in Wales and we can't go and see anyone again. And we kind of thought we were a little bit beyond this, or fingers crossed, we were hoping we'd be a bit beyond this. And we've been working for 6 weeks now straight.
Out,
We're exhausted. What better day is there than Christmas? So we've got a full Christmas dinner.
Yeah, literally. We've got all the trimmings. We've got beer. We've got champagne.
Turkey's in.
Turkey's in the oven at the moment. Which
all right,
is
it's like a turkey leg
It's
thing.
a turkey crown.
No, I think it's like a... Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a bit of turkey.
So today's meal is going to be pretty awesome. But our day-to-day life, our meals can be from one extreme to the complete other. Like, we will, and this is something that we get asked about quite a lot. How do you cope with cooking in the van? And we cook things from a full English breakfast to chili and a full roast dinner to stuff that is literally like rice and chicken.
Yeah.
There is no holding you back in this motorhome. Don't let the idea of a minimal space kind of make you not want to cook the things that you want to. We have cooked cakes in here. We've made homemade soup before in here. We've, like we said then, you can do a full roast of all the trimmings. Admittedly, it's a bit difficult and you have to swap things over. And when you start cooking, as soon as you've done all the prep and everything's cut up, you wash up and pack away straight away. Otherwise, you have no room whatsoever. But I really enjoy cooking in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. I gave us food poisoning the other day, by the way.
Yeah.
I literally did.
But he's not a great cook, are you, Bubs?
Yeah, it didn't go well. I felt really bad about it as well. It was off the sausages, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I did sausage and mash. And like one of those good old hearty staple dinners when it's raining outside.
Onion gravy.
And yeah, it kind of went a bit awry. And then we both got very ill, didn't we, for a day and a bit. But
yeah, so I've been cooking since then.
yeah, which is fine. I didn't intend to do it at all, honestly. But no, I mean, look, we were watching James Martin the other morning on Saturday, weren't we?
Yeah.
On TV, and he like smoked that whole salmon in tea on a little barbecue.
Yeah.
And you're almost more impressed that they cook stuff like that in a like really simple environment, really simple setting like a barbecue. And that's it. Yeah, we got the little barbecue outside that we can cook on when it's 100%. Not pouring down.
Yeah.
And
I have done when it has been raining as well, because you just like the taste of the barbecue, don't you?
The only thing about the Rapido, the oven, is it's got no dials. So, basically you turn it on and it's just got like a small gas flame to a large gas flame. There's no indication of what temperature it is. So
it's a bit of a guess sometimes.
Yeah, it's either cold, medium, or hot.
Yeah, that is very, very true. So
I think that's probably too hot, actually. Can we turn that down while I'm thinking about it?
Can.
I don't know why I've left it on that hot. Probably significantly down. Yeah,
There
cool.
you go.
Whoops. No more food. Yeah, why are you trusting me to cook a turkey?
I don't know. But no, cooking on a day-to-day basis can be, it depends on what you want to do. Like we said, breakfast, sometimes we do like to do the works and have the full fry-up. Sometimes we like to have a bacon sandwich. Sometimes we just love to have like scrambled eggs, and you can do that. You don't have to fork out what you want to do just because you're in a motorhome. You really don't. You can, put your mind to it and you'll be able to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Sorry, I went off on a tangent then about cooking, didn't I?
No, it's fine. I just thought you were going to introduce it. Where are we up to? Keeping us clean.
Keeping us clean.
Keeping us clean, washing hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about this before, weren't we? Dry shampoo.
Dry shampoo is the best thing.
If you're a guy and you're listening to this, honestly, it's like a woman's best kept secret. Dry shampoo.
Mm-hmm.
Dry shampoo. I can't even
Dry
speak.
shampoo.
Honestly, this stuff is phenomenal.
Yeah. So you're actually only supposed to wash your hair between once and twice a week. That is it. But when you're in the house, you tend to have a shower nearly every day, sometimes twice a day if you're working out and stuff and working away and doing stuff like that. And that can actually be really, really bad for your skin and for your hair. Your hair has natural oils that need to be able to be produced, and washing it every single day destroys your natural oils and makes your hair really dry and more damaged. So that is brilliant. That's why we use dry shampoo. I think if you start to get a little bit greasy, that sorts out instantly. And because we live in a van doesn't mean we don't shower. We're clean people. Sometimes.
No, I think you're absolutely right, Brady. Like living in the house, you'd have a shower every morning when you get up. Probably a shower before you go to bed as well. And then sometimes I'd go to the gym in the day and have a shower when I got back from the gym. And I just don't think you need to shower that much.
No.
Like, people never used to shower that much.
No, one is a waste of water. And two, like I said, it is actually bad for you.
I think it was like 2 generations ago, so not even that long ago, that we had like a tin bath in the... I say we, not like me. I'm not that old. But like people would have a tin bath in the lounge, wouldn't they? And then like bath once a week in the lounge.
And the family would use the bath.
Yeah, they'd probably all like share the same water. And then all of a sudden we went to like showering 3 times a day. And I used to... I used to have really bad dandruff.
Yeah.
And it's cool because, to be honest, like all the footballers have dandruff as well. That's why they all advertise head and shoulders.
That's why they're on.
They all do the head and shoulders adverts. But I used to have dandruff, and so I just wash my hair more. Like, I got dandruff, I'm going to wash my hair like 4 times a day with Head and Shoulders or something like that. And it just got worse and worse and worse. Like, it didn't actually help. And then it was Ricky, the hairdresser, our hairdresser. We have joint hair appointments.
We go and get our hair done at the same time.
It's bad, isn't it?
That's
really
what happens
bad.
when you live in a motorhome. You're like this all the time.
Yeah. And he was like, no, mate, you should only like wash your hair like once or twice a week. And I was like, yeah, but what do you do if it gets greasy? And he's like, try shampoo.
I've literally been telling him that for so long.
I know, and it works really well. But
yeah,
not only that, like, it kind of saves the environment as well. We feel a little bit better. But
100%. There is definitely times like in the motorhome where you're on park and you're hooked up and you're next to a water source, so you can put the water on electric and you can do the heating and you can heat it and you can put it on boost and you know you're not going to run out, so you could actually enjoy the shower and properly wash your hair and take a good like 10 minutes. There's other times where you're wild camping and you need to make that water last for as long as possibly possible, so that's when the dry shampoo kind of kicks in a little bit more, and we sort of do like the proper lorry driver, full time, fill up the sink, get some soap and a bit of a flannel and sort yourself that way, don't it?
Flannel wash,
yeah.
Yeah. Or just a good old squatty shower.
Yeah.
Bit of Lynx Africa.
Literally. but yeah, so many different things happen on different days, and it depends on where you are, what location you are, and what your main aim is. A lot of the time our aim is to save as much money as we possibly can and to be able to be out and about for as long as we can. But at the moment our main aim is work, so we are on site, we have hookup, we have water, we have toilet waste, we have everything that we need, so we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I think so. And I think it sounds daft talking about it, but it is a valuable question. Like, people do ask us, and they're like, well, you know, do you shower? Not when they meet us in public.
No.
It's like, geez, do you even shower? Like, no. Because, well, I work a professional job.
Yeah.
I can't turn up to work stinking. And, you know, we put on fresh shirts and a suit in the morning, and, you know, and we do shower frequently. It's just, I don't know, like I say, I used to shower 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Or when we'd have a bath, like, you know, you'd have a bath every day as well.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know, you just kind of realise that it's not really necessary, is it? And I think the other thing is about washing clothes.
I was literally about to say that goes on to really, like, a really, really good point that we've got down. When you live in a house, you tend to wear something and then chuck it in the laundry basket. Like, I definitely did, especially when I used to work a lot. It'd be like, you get back from work, you normally wash your uniform, get ready for the next day. Now, clothes aren't supposed to be washed. Like, admittedly, I'm like the person here now, it's like, you're not supposed to wash your hair, you're not supposed to wash your clothes, but they're not designed to be washed all the time. It ruins the fabric in your clothes. And you use deodorant, you have showers, like, you're not that bad. Unless they're really stained, they don't really need to be washed.
You have to wash your pants.
You have to wash your pants. Obviously, you have to wash your pants. Like, you can't...
That's pretty serious.
That is like, yeah.
Yeah, but like, but like we were talking about suits, weren't we? And so if you own a suit, suits will be dry clean only. You don't like wash your trousers or dry clean your trousers once every couple of days. And yeah, I would wear a pair of jeans and go, oh, I wore those yesterday, I've got to put them in the wash. And not only do they like wear out really quickly, but they just is bad for the environment. You're not wearing them. It takes time to wash stuff. There's just a whole host of reasons not to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and like, I'll have a suit, and I don't know, how often do you dry clean a suit?
Once a month?
Really?
I have no
I'd
idea.
say even that's optimistic, to be honest.
I
Like,
have no idea.
I've got a suit in there that I tend to, like the tweedy thing.
Oh yes,
That I tend
love
to
that
only wear
suit.
the waistcoat and the jacket. Like, I've never had that dry cleaned. It's a jacket. Like, I don't wash a coat.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I mean? So why do you wash a jumper necessarily? Something that you don't wear all the time. And yet I used to. I put on a jumper. I go, oh, I've worn that this week, and then it go in the wash. Just like almost as a matter of course. It's like, it's been there for a week now. It goes in the wash.
Well, it's the same as like workout clothes. Hello, Molly.
That's Molly there, just
Waking
casually
up.
disagreeing with what we said.
So, yeah, a big thing is workout clothes. You will go for a run or go to the gym, you'd come home and you'd probably put it in the wash because, not gonna lie, you probably got a bit smelly, a bit stinky, a bit sweaty. What is the point when you're going to use that exact same top the next day to do the exact same thing?
Yeah, that's the point. I don't. I have one workout t-shirt. Probably because I don't work out that often, but that's aside. That's beside the point. But you know, if you're going to go for a jog in it, I mean, there's a big difference to like if you're like going to be pouring with sweat and everything. It starts to become a bit grim. But if you're just going to go for a jog a couple of times a week, then I don't
Just use
tend
the same
to
one.
wash that. I can't be bothered.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's the way I look at it.
It doesn't make any sense. does
Like
it?
pants and socks, clearly.
Yeah. So on
a jumper, not so much.
Yeah, on a day-to-day basis, no, we don't tend to do a lot of washing. Like, we will wait until we're on park. We tend to get all of our washing. It normally accumulates after about 3 weeks at the max. Then it's like, okay, yeah, let's get some washing on, and we're starting to run out of pants and socks, and then we're like, okay, we need to find a laundrette or go on park where there is an actual washing machine.
I think I said as well that I wear this t-shirt.
Yeah.
Every single time. So I think for every single video that we've done, I've worn the same t-shirt. I have washed it in between, just to clarify. That would be pretty grim, and it's not my interview t-shirt. It's just happened that way. I don't know why.
We should make it a thing.
What, just wear the same
Just wear
t-shirt?
the same t-shirt. all the
But I
time.
don't have that many t-shirts either, because
No.
again, there's no point. I just wear them, and then when it's worn out, get a new one. That's how our life has changed.
Yeah, definitely. On a day-to-day basis, you used to go into work and wear a suit, wear a shirt, come back home, get changed, and then get changed into your pajamas. Like, now you will wear a suit and then you kind of come back in and get changed into your pajamas.
Did that even make any sense?
I don't think it did. So my
This
point...
is why you should watch this on the YouTube, because you'll see all the other stuff that Bridie
randomly comes out.
edits out.
Yeah, that's true. No, kind of what I meant from that is definitely when you were at home on a day-to-day basis, you would probably get changed more than once, more than twice, a lot of the time. Whereas now it's very rare that you will. You tend to make the most out of the stuff that you have, and you will use it a lot more. So something that is a huge contribution to our day-to-day life is our dogs. We are dog obsessed. Our life at the moment is incredibly overtaken by both of our dogs, and therefore they take up the majority of our day.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, I love Marvin. I absolutely love Marvin. But honestly,
So cute.
I think, do you know what? I think we actually had one of those conversations, didn't we? Like a while back. Like, don't get excited. But a while back, we were like, you know, could you have kids? And would you? Do you know what I mean? And we were saying, yeah, you could have kids and like raise them in a motorhome.
In a motorhome with
Of
kids.
course, you could have kids in a motor. No, you could not have kids in a motorhome.
You could not.
And those people that are on Instagram that have kids in the motorhome, like,
How?
and then how do you actually make your lives look that good? Because they still do the hashtag van life with the filters.
100%.
Oh my god, I don't know how do these people function? Because we get a puppy and it turns our life upside down. We're literally putting out the podcast at the time it's due to go. Oh yeah, we just can't do it.
No, it is, very, very time consuming, and it is a bit crazy. So it is that moment where we're up in the morning because of the dog, we're out every hour because of the dog, the van is messy because of the dog, Pete's trying to work and he can't, so work is backing up because of the dog.
But he's so cute.
But he's gorgeous, and I wouldn't change it at all. I love him. He's amazing. He makes me very happy. He gives us a focus and drive, and we get to train him, which is so much fun. He's so clever. He's 13 weeks old, and he is so good. So, yeah, that's a good part of our day. And even when he takes up time and you're struggling, because he can be stressful, and Molly and him will just bark and play in let's be honest with the chairs, in a 5.5 meter long motorhome. Like, they go crazy and you just kind of want to shut them away for a minute. And like, at the moment we're quite lucky both of them are sleeping, so we can get this done, which is why this is coming out so late, that we just haven't had chance today. It's been too crazy. But
it's probably why we talk quicker as well, because we're petrified he'll wake up.
Like, trying to get this through as quick as possibly can.
Can I just say as well that we've got the least podcast friendly snacks, and you can't see them in shot, but
I'm like, no.
she's like, no, but we've got a bowl of crisps. Honestly, if I was eating those, it'd be like an ASMR video. And we've got a pack of Quality Street, because you have to have Quality Street on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So
that's fine.
But it's like torture. I can't eat them.
Yeah. So the next thing we're going to talk about is getting out and about more on a day-to-day basis. Like we said then, normally, even if we were in a house or anything, if the dogs needed to go out, you just kind of open the back door and they'd go out. Now you have to get outside, you have to go out with them, you have to keep an eye on them, and you have to walk them a lot. Like, Marvin's 13 weeks and he is mad. He's been out for an 1.5 hour walk today, and he came back in and he wasn't even tired.
Yeah, you and you have to almost stop him as well, because he's so young, he needs to develop. But yeah, like, regardless, rain or shine, you have to go out. And I think that's the difficult thing again with everything that's going on, is that you never used to be locked down in the van. The idea was that we got the van to do more stuff, not to be locked down in it. Like, don't say that the wrong way. Like, I love the van, but you know, before we'd go bowling or go to the cinema, we'd have our National Trust membership, we'd go to English heritage places, shopping, meals out, you know, and we'd travel, go and see some beautiful sights. And at the moment, I say at the moment, for like a long time, you know, it's been pretty tough to do that in the UK.
100%.
Like, it comes in peaks and troughs, in waves.
Yeah.
Literally. And so...
oh, nasty.
Is that bad?
No.
I thought it was a funny joke.
It was quite good.
Whatever. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, that has been one of the more difficult things, is that we just can't get out as much. So we tend to be stuck in here a lot.
But on the plus side, our van is beautiful. So that is a huge bonus. And it's big enough to be stuck inside. That's the thing. Like, we are very lucky with our motorhome. I'm so glad we have this. We have the lounge at the back. So we have the lounge at the back where the Marvin is currently sleeping, so it gives us that extra space. It is a brilliant motorhome to have for living your life every single day in it. And this is what this podcast is about, to kind of let you into what our life is like on a day-to-day basis. Normally it is hectic, it is crazy. I think, was it last Sunday was the first Sunday we had off in 6 weeks, and we put the bed in the back and we literally sat on it and played Civilization for the whole entire day.
I know, how dorky, right?
It was so good.
But we've just bought a new laptop, haven't we?
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this, because we've been using the Microsoft Surface Pro, and we've got 2 of those, one each, and it's just slow. Like, it's just filled up. It's slow. It's just been really hard work.
Yeah.
So I've been looking at the Microsoft Surface Pro. So I've bought the
Apple Mac.
Yeah, the Apple. Sorry, I haven't been looking at the Microsoft Surface Pro. We've been looking at the Apple Mac laptop. You're absolutely right. And we bought the 16-inch one with the i9 and like the whole lot, like
It's
the top
fancy.
spec. And I'm so excited. It's brilliant. And the first thing that we did, download a game, play Civilization on it.
Yep.
We bought it for like editing podcasts and stuff, and
Yeah.
just didn't do it, did we?
Try to, like, you got to prioritise. Like you said today, the last couple of weeks has been mental, and props to you. You went into Tesco's. I was like, get some potatoes. We can have like marinated pork with some mashed potato and some broccoli for tea tonight. And then you came in with a Christmas dinner. Like, it's amazing. I'm so excited for it. So it's like, make the most of the days that you have, even when they're stressful, because there'll be days where stress can get on top of you, and then have a beer, sit down, have some turkey, and you're good.
Yeah, but you are right though, when you're talking about like our daily life before. There's a lot of people that spend like an hour, 2 hours, maybe even more commuting each day. And you know, if you think about it, like the quality time that you get in your life, like there's not that much. Do you know what I mean? Like, your 8 hours sleep a night, your 8 hours work, you only get another 8 hours.
Yeah.
And I know, okay, that's a really simple equation, but if you spend 2-3 hours of that, you spend the majority of the time commuting.
100%.
God, it's just not worth it, is it? And that's one of the things that having the motorhome has done. It's saved me commuting every single day.
And given us the time to do the stuff we want to do when we can, when we're not too busy. But it also gives us the opportunity when we are busy just to take a break and drive somewhere and go and do something to take our minds off of it.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Oh, we didn't talk about exercise.
Do you want to?
Well, we may as well finish off quick. 35
right.
minutes.
Go for it.
So, exercise is hard, isn't it?
Exercise is practically impossible.
They don't tell you that when you join the gym. No, I'm joking. No, but exercise is really hard in the motorhome. Like, you can get out and about, you can go for walks, go for runs, do stuff like that, but it's very hard to join a gym.
Yeah.
I think Pure Gym have memberships so you can travel around. We did look at that, actually, but we don't tend to be in a city as such.
No, we're more out in
the countryside where there isn't anything. So, we're still trying to get our head around it, aren't we?
Yeah.
In that sense. It was easier when we were away, though, I think, again, because you have more time.
100%. So we do try, but yeah, work is a huge priority at the moment. When work wasn't a massive priority, we would be running nearly every single day. If not, we were doing sets of, it was like 50 exercises per day, so we were trying to keep on top of it and trying really hard to keep on top of the diet. We tend to fast until 12 o'clock. So we won't eat anything at all in the morning until it hits 12, and then we can actually have some lunch or a big breakfast or something to try and keep on top of our health, because being in a motorhome on a day-to-day basis can feel like it's holiday very, very easily.
Because it's great.
It's amazing. You're like literally opposite right now is just fields. It is stunning. It's so beautiful, and sitting here when you're working, especially on a sunny day, it can be a real struggle to try and find the balance between work life and holiday life. And we've been doing this over a year now, and we're still finding that balance and trying to be the perfect van lifers with the six packs and the health snacks, and we're not there.
Yeah.
I don't think we're ever going to be there.
We're not the perfect van lifers, are we?
No.
We're not very good.
We're not.
We don't meditate.
No.
We eat meat.
Yeah.
That kicks us out of most of the clubs straight away.
Yeah.
We're not great van lifers. We're just normal people that travel around in a van.
Yeah.
Drink beer, eat meat, love barbecue.
And have Christmas in October.
Yeah, and try and do a bit of work and, I don't know, just live a life where we're not stuck on the train every day heading to work.
Yeah.
So, if you like this podcast, if you check us out on YouTube, check us out on Spotify, iTunes,
our
the podcast. Our website is most important.
Our website would be amazing.
Drop us a message, like get in touch with us, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this with a friend or someone.
Comment down below.
Yeah, all that stuff. We're not very good at that side of things, and that would really help us out. Because without that, we would just be lost, and our story would just be lost in the
ethos
craziness that is the internet.
Yeah.
So the fact that we put it out there, and you've actually watched or listened to this, like, means the world to us. Because our only intention is to, I guess, direct people to the fact that we're crazy enough to try and do something different.
And maybe you can be crazy enough to do it too.
Yeah. So thank you very much.
Thank you.